Hello YouTube, this is Freda. I'm going to do a reading on Alex Jones. I tried to do one earlier on him, and I did the whole reading, and I went back and listened to the first. You couldn't even understand me. I didn't have any coffee. I was still half asleep, so I'm doing it over again. Alex Jones is being accused of, what is it, sexual harassment or something in the workplace. Is that what they call it these days? I know one of his accusers is a black woman. For some strange reason, I don't remember her, but she's accusing him of touching her butt or something, and always walking around with his t-shirt off. I didn't read the whole article. I read like a couple of paragraphs. It just went on and on and on. And I just couldn't be bothered. And then there's an accuser, a guy. He's accusing him of, I don't know what he's accusing him of. He's basically saying he was the token Jewish guy. And I don't know what maybe he's trying to claim racism. I don't know. He was saying he was the token Jewish guy, that Alex would say, refer to him as my Jewish guy, or, you know, he's Jewish, when asking like a question or something. I don't understand it. I can listen to Alex Jones from time to time. I don't listen to him all the time. I am subscribed to him, but I don't watch all their videos, or, you know, sometimes they'll have something that, you know, gets my attention and I'll watch. I do love his toothpaste though. Alex Jones has the best toothpaste ever. I love his Super Blue toothpaste. My kids love it too, especially my son. When he was away in college, I used to have to order it and send him some. He would even ask for it for Christmas. So the Super Blue toothpaste is awesome. So I don't have a dog in this fight, you know. So let's just see what's going on. So I'm going to pick up 3 cards. I'm so mad I had to do this reading over again. The other reading was good. He is, his birth cards is the Chariot and the Tower. So what I always say about the Chariot is that they're very passionate. When they think of something or they put a plan in motion, they are straightforward ahead, you know. They go straight forward ahead, sometimes to their own detriment, because that's where the Tower comes in, that they get so focused and everything, and so determined that they don't see, you know, things coming on the side of them, and they end up having the Tower. Also, you know, with the Tower is that they have a lot of control issues. You know, they feel like if they lose control, they're gonna, you know, which is part of the Chariot, is that you need to maintain control because things can get away from you. And when things get away from you and you don't have the control that you once had, the Tower can come. This year for him, the energy, well, for all of us, it's the High Priestess, Judgment, and Justice, which is sensationalism, public opinion, things that are hidden that, you know, we can't quite see. But for him personally, it's the Lovers and the Devil. So he really needs to look at himself this year, because this energies with him being so determined, the Chariot, doesn't bode well with the Lovers and the Devil. So he needs to look at his own ego this year and really, you know, take a look at that. And also, if he has any vices, whether it's sex or drinking or something like that, he really needs to take a look at that, you know, because you don't want that to, you know, give you problems or give you a hard time. Also this year, or his past, you know, indiscretions, his past vices come back and haunt you. And he also has to be aware of his choices this year. So he needs to make good choices this year. Okay, so I just want to see about these allegations. And what's going to happen? Okay, let's see. These allegations. Balance. It's about balance. Remember I said he needs to balance things. So this is about balance. Which is, what's this? Justice. So he needs to balance things. And have some patience. Have some patience. You know, sometimes with the Chariot, you're so focused. You know, you want to rush in and do something, and it's time to, you know, you got to slow down a bit, Alex. Slow down a bit. And remember I said be careful of your choices. So, you know, really look at your business relationships and your alliances with people. So really look at them, you know, don't force any of them, and try to balance these relationships, and really look at these relationships and these partnerships that you do in the future. Okay, where is Alex now in regards to these allegations? He feels that he's feeling like that he's being trapped, like he's trapped. He's feeling like his movement is being, you know, is being affected. He's feeling like the only thing he has right now is his mouth. He feels like his movements, how he does things, how he maneuvers is being affected. It says bondage. So that's what he feels. He feels like, you know, things are coming at him and tying him up. And the only thing he has is his voice. Let's see. What's the cross to bear? The cross to bear is sometimes is the advisor, you know, and this is the knight. Maybe he needs to go get some counsel, which I'm sure he does. The cross to bear is sometimes he doesn't think before he talks, or he talks before he thinks. You know, he goes so forth on his thoughts that he doesn't sometimes pay attention to the repercussions of it. Sometimes he just goes forth on a thought. Something clicks in his head and he just goes forth on it. Like a Chariot, he just goes forth on it without too much, you know, he goes forth on his ideas, on his thoughts, and he doesn't really plan. Look at, because he hasn't planned. Look at this. This is the page, the student. You know, it's the Page of Cups. It's working off of, you know, is making a plan, but the plan is based on emotions, basically, you know, so it's not really the best laid plan. It's based on emotions. And if you see it, it's the advisor and the student. So, you know, I think he needs to, I'm sure he has some good ones, but I think he needs someone to kind of help him cool him down. And he's been very successful. But right now the lights are shined on him, and he needs some balance, because like I said, he is a force to be reckoned with. He goes forth, and sometimes he needs someone to say, oh, slow down, let's not, you know, go too far on that. And these are the allegations. It's someone brought a message, so someone's talking. So in the past, he heard about this. This isn't, he's heard inklings. He knew something like this was coming. Someone whispered in his ear. He knew that this was coming. He knew that this was coming. This is the Page of Wands. To me, he knew that it was coming. He knew that somebody was going to make some sexual allegations in regards to him. He knew it was coming. Let's see what's on his mind in regards to this. He's kind of went to himself right now and getting some advice. He was kind of naive. He was kind of naive in some of the aspects. He was naive. I don't know how long ago. I think the woman was just working last year. He was kind of naive in some aspects. You know, but I think he thinks he's going to be okay. You know, he thinks he's going to be okay. You know, he thinks he's going to go forth and be okay. Let's see. How is this? Yeah, he thinks he's going to be okay. He's going to go forth on this. He's going to go forth on this. He feels the heavy burden. This is in the future. He's going to be okay with this. He's going to be okay with this. He feels a heavy burden. He feels like, remember how I said here, he feels like things are being tied, his movements and stuff like that. And the only thing he has is his voice. He's feeling like he's feeling oppressed. He's feeling like he's being oppressed. He feels like he has this big burden on his back that he's, you know, walking it alone, you know, carrying this burden. What about these people? They're going to get defeated. It was about money. The people that are doing it, look at the conflict, they're going to get defeated. It was about gaining money. These people coming through. Yeah. And it was cooked up, you know, it was cooked up. It was cooked up. It was cooked up, especially with the woman. It was cooked up. It's going to end. It's going to end. It's going to end. You know, it's going to kind of stop some of his movements for a while. He's going to kind of feel like, you know, a stalemate, kind of, you know, no movement. He's going to look at things in a perspective, and he's, you know, he's going to do the magician, and he's going to be okay. He's going to rebuild from it. Remember I said he's going to be stuck for a little while, a stalemate. You know, he's not going to know which way to go, you know, which way to do, but he has thoughts and ideas, and he's going to go forward with the swiftness because he's the chariot and he goes full steam ahead. Is there any real, you know, is there truth with the woman in his allegations? The woman? There is some truth, you know, in regards to the woman. There is some truth in regards to the woman. It's some truth. It's some truth. How about the man? This was more in regards to a partnership. There's some truth in regards. It was more about their relationship, their business relationship, their union. There was an emotional aspect to their relationship. Let me see, her truth. This was a way for her. Remember how I said there may be some truth to, you know, in her options, in her opinion. It might be some truth to it, but you see the Empress and prosperity begins. That tells me this was more of a plan. She's not in a good place right now. The girl isn't. This is like the Hermit card, so she's very like isolated. This was a place to begin wealth, to get some money, some abundance. Let's see about this guy. This guy, this had to do with a lot of ego. So with the guy, the woman, you know, it might have been some truth to it. Some like, you know, flirt in or here and there. But all actuality, it was to get some money. You know, she's in hard times right now. This was a way for her to get some money. Him, this was an emotional type of relationship, like a business relationship. The truth is in who's saying it. You know, everybody has their truth. You know, everybody has their truth. Yet, but it has to do a lot more with ego. With ego, and jealousy, and you know, it says rest. It has to do a lot with ego and jealousy. So many projects, many projects. This is a Two of Pentacles, trying to balance it. So there's a lot of truth, trying to balance the many projects. Also, they're emotional with this guy. This guy must have been kind of emotional. Movement, choices, decisions. So there was many things going on at the time. When this guy was working, it was an emotional thing. Each person has their truth. There's a lot of ego and, you know, ego and jealousy in play in regards to this guy. I also see that this guy, you know, there was some aid in regards to, I think he was either fired or separated from his job. He feels that he gave aid to what it was needed. He felt like he did more for Alex. Like he did, it looks like wires. He felt that he did more for the show. Look at all these wires. So it had to be like computer, you know, video wires, cables. He did more. And it was separated for him. I think he felt his ego was involved. I think he felt that he should have been bigger or more in this situation. So there's a lot of jealousy and envy on his part. So I think for her, it was a way to get some money. And for him, he's kind of upset because he felt that he provided aid, that he started all these wires and cables, and he provided aid. He's, you know, and he was separated from his job. He was cut off. He was separated. He's still upset about the loss of this position or this thing. He's not in a good place either. He's still upset. He wanted to be in the mix of this. He felt he should have been bigger than what he is. Remember, there's two sides to a story, and there's really three sides. His side, and the truth. So this was a very emotional relationship. I think that this guy is very emotional. There's a lot of ego, envy, jealousy involved. He feels that he didn't get his right, you know, he didn't get what he was supposed to get. Yeah, and the relationship came down. I think he was demanding more. He felt he should have got more, and it kind of had the tower event. And you can't just demand more from Alex because Alex is the chariot. And he goes forth with will, determination, you know, and don't get in his way or he'll run you over. And I think that that's what the tower event. He felt that he was more than what he was, and that caused the tower event because Alex was so determined on some path, and he thought he had more control. So this is more of envy, jealousy, madness, like mad that you don't have the job, you're not part of it anymore, felt that you did more for the company, that you should have had a bigger pie, that this and that. And then she's more about money. But in the long run, Alex is going to be okay. He has his own vices that he needs to work with. He needs to, you know, look, this year is going to be rough for him. So he needs to watch out with his choices and his partnerships and alliances he makes. Because this year, all his choices and stuff can come back to haunt him. All right, this is the end of the reading. I hope I was more, you could understand me more. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.